Okay, in the last video tutorial, we were discussing configuring the location module in the GMap module. It's pretty boring stuff. I found it pretty boring, but now that we have that done, we can start talking about themes, sub-theming, introduction to working with the field data that you created in your content type field API, and then some theming with images and stuff like that. Now, when we if this is the overall goal, we're going to try to make something very similar to this. So basically, now that because we have that map, we can now use the data to create a map. We have images, so we can use the data that in order to make the images. Gonna make all this stuff too. This is and then also the agent stuff and a view here. So yeah, gonna make something very similar to this. Okay, so Drupal in appearances has the has like themes, obviously, and on Drupal.org /download and extend themes. I've just had my core capability to set to 7 and hit search. Generally, it's like most used ones. Zen is a very great theme. It's absolutely awesome. I highly recommend it. But we're not going to use Zen today. We're not going to use Omega. We're not going to use Adaptive Theme. I'm just going to roll on down to see something that I want. Oh yes, that's what I want. So I want to actually have a Bootstrap theme for this particular site. So I'm going to download it. Save file. You could do the install new theme, but who cares? So I'm opening up my Bootstrap folder, and that's the Bootstrap module folder. So I'm going to go to Sites, All, Themes, and I'm going to throw in Bootstrap. Now, Bootstrap you can enable that theme straight away. But what I want to do is actually make a sub-theme of it, so I have a little bit more control over what's going on. Alright, so if you're on the Bootstrap page, you can actually get the installation and documentation on how to do this, but just watch and we'll see how. Okay. Anyway, I'm going to hit refresh here, and you're going to see disable theme pop up in this Bootstrap 7.3. In order to enable it though, it does need a setting for jQuery update module. So just kind of find that quickly. There it is. Configure. Default version is that. Yep. That, and administration theme, just use default. Very good. So that's good. Now that we have this, I don't want to enable this right now because I want to actually make a base theme of this. So what I'm going to do is going to go to my theme folder, and you can follow along in the documentation of the folder. But anyway, this is the quick way to do it. You just open up that Bootstrap theme, grab the Bootstrap sub-theme, copy it, and throw it outside that directory. And then we're going to call it something like oh god, I can't spell today. Something that is custom or unique to the project. So in my case, it's going to be real estate. I'm going to copy that. I'm going to also go into this Bootstrap subtheme.info. I'm going to get rid of that, and it says .starter kit. We want to get rid of that. Okay. Yep. And I'm going to open up that in Sublime Text, and I'm just going to, instead of that, I'm going to call it real estate, or my real estate theme. A Bootstrap subtheme, and awesome. Whatever, I can't spell. So we're going to save that, and we'll show you a little bit more about this in a second. So now that that's happening, we can go into the template folder, and there's absolutely nothing in that file at the moment. It's all inherited from Drupal, and that's fine. Or not from Drupal, but from the Bootstrap normal theme. And so let's just go ahead and enable this and see what happens. Okay, or I'm going to refresh. And now we have my real estate theme. I'm going to say enable and set as default. Yep, I'm going to go home. And now I can see that I have this nice little Bootstrap kind of theme, based in with, so now right out of the blocks, we got the menu happening. We got a bit of an overlap here, which we'll take care of in a minute. So it is a bit responsive and stuff like that, but obviously our motto is to customize the heck out of it, and that's what we're going to do. So let's go back to appearance, and there's two methods for getting it happening straight out of the bat. Or off the bat. There is, using CDN, and like if you want to, you could like go like that and go, okay, I'm gonna save that and hit home, and now it's not working. I don't know why. Well, yeah, because you need to actually install the Bootstrap library. So CDN version, I don't want to use CDN. I want to actually just have my own version of local version of the latest Bootstrap in there. Rebuild theme registry, don't really need that. I'm just gonna grab that. Just hit that and save. Okay, and now I'm gonna go home. All right, now we're going. What the heck? We just lost everything. That's because we have to download Bootstrap and install that. So let's go Bootstrap. Oh, is it get Bootstrap? Get bootstrap.com. Download. You can customize it any way you want. Download that. Save file. Yep. So now we've downloaded it. We're going to use the method 1 Bootstrap source files, just because local. Anyway, now in my real estate folder, we're just going to make a new folder and call it Bootstrap. In there, and now we just downloaded our Bootstrap here. We're going to throw that in here, and we just want to check the paths here. 3 my module. Yep. So there that is. Okay, and now I can go home and I can go flush all caches and nothing's going to happen. Okay, now we go back to our real estate.info thing, and you can see the site looks pretty bare. It's because you haven't told it where the CSS and where the JS files, where everything is. So basically we have to on comment these lines, and I don't know if it's just me or crazy, if I'm just crazy or what, but Bootstrap 3 doesn't have those JS files anymore, so I don't know what they're talking about here. So I'm just gonna grab this one and I'm gonna go scripts. I'm gonna get rid of that. I'm just gonna throw that in there, and I'm gonna grab that because it's way easier. Okay, JS, so that's the path. So that's the path. Okay. Now we gotta add some CSS files. So style sheets all Bootstrap CSS. Now I'm going to flush all my caches, or the theme registry really. And now we have our pretty site back. But the good news is we have a local version of it that we can modify, change, do whatever we want with. But generally, let's look at this file structure again. This is that's the Bootstrap folder with the core modules. Then we have this CSS file with the CS with a style sheet in it. I'm gonna open that with there's nothing in there anyway, but there's a style sheet in there. So what I'm going to do is I'm gonna just set the absolute path because I don't know if it's actually added. Style sheets, and this will be CSS styles.css. I think Let's have a look. Where was that? Oh, style. Yeah, there you go. Huh. So this is relative to your directory in that info file. Okay, now we'll just open the file, styles, open, and then we'll just test this by adding an H1 like a stupid color blue. Yep. And now what I'm going to do is flush all caches again because I updated the node info. And now if we have an H1, that should, what is this one? Let's see. So it's actually H1 class header. So maybe I'll apply it to the class. Style.css H1 dot page header color blue, or color, maybe give it an extra CCC. Here's a gotcha. Remove this comment starting to add to your file. So as in, if I did that, hit save, and now it works. Okay, so that's good. So we got our own style.css file that we can add our styles to. We can add as many as we want, as little as we want, or we can actually add them per node or per per page or whatever. So it's a great idea. So we have this this basic theme, and that's not very nice to read. So I'll just get rid of that class. Now this actually is content types property. So I'm just going to go there, and I want to see the machine name property. Because we have a different content type, Drupal itself has built-in ability, to kind of know what template to serve for, say, a content type or a node or a page or a block or a region. So we're going to be using that. So let's first get some straight up, custom HTML markup on the go. So I'm just going to close that. I don't even know what that is. Settings. I don't know. Whoa. Anyway, file. So what I'm going to do is I'll have this. I'm going to open this in a new window. I'm going to go to themes, and I'm going to go to Bootstrap, and I'm going to go to themes, and I'm going to go to system. And system has two files that we're interested in, and one is the HTML template, and two is the page template files. We're just going to copy those, and we're going to go into that template files and paste it. Right, and now when we have page template files, we can open that up here, and we're just going to add some, H1 hello world. Right, has its own theme suggestions, and you can Drupal theme content. You can find out a whole bunch about that. Especially on the IPI, which the links to this will be posted along with any snippets and stuff like that on the links in the description on my website. Anyway, generally what we're going to do is we're going to just add a little bit of functionality to this, so I can actually give my pages a content type. Now you might say, okay, well, what's the difference between a page and a node? Or a node is this individual content. If we theme this individual content, then it's going to not change the rest of the look of the site. But I want to be able to change the whole thing at the look of the site, as well as change this bit in there. So what I'm going to do is basically I just went into my template folder, and I grabbed the default page template, and I copied it, and I pasted it, and I called it page hyphen and then the content name. So mine's property in this case .tpl.php. Okay, and then what I did then, or what I just did then, is going into template file, and open that up. And then I grabbed a function here, and in the themes template.php function, I just rolled on down and I created a function called real estate, which is my theme name, underscore pre-progress page, and then give it the argument. And then basically, if it's at vars node, the type of the node, and then it serves a theme suggestion page underscore node type. So basically, it's the render to that. The gotcha here is these little two underscores will be turned into hyphens. That's something you just gotta know. I was banging my head about that for a while, but anyway. And then this real estate progress node just kind of has some commented out things to access the node to help you kind of look at it. anyway, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna go in there, and obviously we're gonna have to flush all caches, so nothing's gonna change. Nothing's gonna change at all. But then I'm gonna go. Just add I'm a property content type, and I'm going to click here. So I have I'm a property content type, just showing that you can modify the whole page. When I go home, that's gone. When I go to my contact us form, that's gone too. So so that's theming a node, like the whole page. Changing that, and that's a theme suggestion. Or we can just get rid of it. Now, also, if you are talking about Bootstrap, most if you're familiar at all with themes, if you're not, that's okay. But if you notice themes, and Bootstrap's pretty good here with all their template files. In the system file, you're like, okay, I see a lot of reference on online docs and stuff to node .template.php, and you'll notice that in the system file, node.template.tpl.php does not exist. And now, whenever a file doesn't exist in there, you guessed it, core, the core file, the modules, node. Is pulling this node template.php. So great news is that we can just go like this. We can copy that one, and we go back to our real estate folder, and we go to our sites, all themes, real estate, templates, paste. Okay, so there's my node folder, and I'm gonna just in the background flush all caches. And my node PHP I'm going to open with Sublime Text here, and I am going to roll on down and just H1 it. This is just so I can see that it works. Yep. And now view. So now I actually can theme the node, right? But we don't want to actually make changes to the particular node template. So again, we are going to just copy that, paste that, call it node -- property, open up, edit it, and then when we hit refresh, you can see hello property type. Then I just went and edited back out so that you can see that you're changing the content of that particular node. So like when I go to contact us, obviously it doesn't have any of those modifications that we made. So now we're ultimately set up to go here to start to theme these particular things. Now, I don't want these images to be displayed at all. So yeah, in the next tutorial, I guess we're going to go over That was template suggestions, a bit of a long one, but the next one we're going to actually go in through and modifying our custom node template suggestion file. Okay. Oh, that's wrong. That's the wrong project. This one, and showing you how you can access the fields customly. Okay, so that's what we're going to do, and stay tuned.